Ed Sheeran, the global music sensation known for hits like Shape of You and Perfect, has recently found himself at the center of a controversy over his cultural identity. During an appearance on the Louis Theroux podcast, Sheeran revealed that he identifies culturally as Irish, despite being born and raised in England. This statement sparked a wave of criticism, particularly from those who felt he was claiming an identity that didn't fully belong to him. In response, Sheeran has offered a robust defense, emphasizing the personal significance of his Irish heritage and asserting his right to define his own cultural identity. Sheeran's connection to Ireland stems from his family background and childhood experiences. Born in Halifax, West Yorkshire, and raised in Suffolk, England, Sheeran has deep ties to Ireland through his father, who hails from Belfast. As a child, Sheeran spent significant time in Ireland, immersing himself in its music, humor, and traditions. These experiences shaped his sense of identity, leading him to describe himself as culturally Irish, even though he acknowledges his British upbringing. "I was born and raised in Britain, but I identify culturally as Irish," he explained, highlighting the influence of his formative years. The backlash to Sheeran's comment was swift, with some critics accusing him of appropriating Irish culture. On social media platforms, detractors pointed to his British nationality as evidence that he couldn't claim Irish identity, with some labeling his statement as tone-deaf or misguided. Sheeran addressed the criticism head-on during an appearance on the Tracy Clifford Show on RTE, where he expressed frustration with what he described as gatekeeping of cultural identity. "I feel like people are a bit gatekeepy sometimes," he said, suggesting that the criticism often comes from those who misunderstand or oversimplify his connection to Ireland. Sheeran's defense is rooted in the deeply personal nature of identity. He argues that no one can dictate the cultural influences that shape an individual's life. "No one can tell me what my childhood was or what the culture that I grew up with or the music I grew up with or the humor I grew up with or the movies I grew up with," he stated. For Sheeran, these elements, rooted in his time spent in Ireland and his family's heritage, are an integral part of who he is. His Irish identity is not about claiming nationality but about honoring the cultural touchstones that have shaped his worldview and artistic expression. The controversy touches on broader themes of identity and belonging in an increasingly globalized world. Sheeran pointed out that the criticism often comes from those who equate cultural identity with strict national boundaries, a perspective he finds limiting. He referenced the phenomenon of Americans claiming distant Irish ancestry, noting that his connection is far more direct and personal. "I think it comes from Americans that are 1/16 Irish," he remarked, acknowledging the complexity of cultural identity while defending his own experiences. Sheeran's response to the backlash was not limited to his RTE interview. In June, he took to his Instagram story to address the criticism directly, calling out those who had an opinion after what I said about my heritage. His candidness reflects his frustration with the scrutiny he faces and his determination to stand by his personal truth. The singer's ability to engage with critics while remaining true to himself is a testament to his resilience, a quality that has defined his career from its earliest days. This isn't the first time Sheeran has faced public scrutiny. Throughout his career, he has navigated criticism over everything from his musical style to his rapid rise to fame. Yet, he has consistently used these moments to reaffirm his authenticity, whether through his music or public statements. His recent performance at a music and arts festival in Wexford, Ireland, where he was spotted playing in a local pub, further underscores his connection to the country. The impromptu performance, which delighted fans, was a reminder of Sheeran's ability to connect with audiences on a personal level, regardless of the controversy surrounding him. Sheeran's Irish influences are evident in his music, from the folk-inspired melodies of albums like Plus, to his collaborations with Irish artists like Bioga on his Divide album. Tracks like Galway Girl celebrate Irish culture, blending traditional elements with his signature pop-folk sound. These musical choices reflect the deep impact of his time in Ireland, where he was exposed to traditional music and storytelling that continue to inform his work. For Sheeran, identifying as culturally Irish is not just a statement but a lived experience that permeates his art. The debate over Sheeran's identity highlights the complexities of cultural heritage in a world where boundaries are increasingly fluid. For many, identity is not a singular concept but a tapestry woven from personal experiences, family history, and cultural influences. Sheeran's defense of his Irish identity is a call for greater understanding and acceptance of these nuances, challenging the notion that identity must fit neatly into predefined categories. His experiences in Ireland, from childhood visits to his father's homeland to his engagement with its music and culture, are as valid a part of his identity as his British upbringing. As Sheeran continues to navigate this controversy, his focus remains on his music and his connection with fans. His recent performance in Wexford is a testament to his commitment to engaging with the culture he holds dear, regardless of the criticism. For Sheeran, music has always been a way to bridge divides and tell stories, and his Irish identity is a key part of that narrative. By standing firm in his truth, Sheeran invites others to embrace their own complex identities, fostering a broader conversation about what it means to belong in today's world.